Welcome student. Now we will see the unit 2 in which first topic is enzymes or biochemistry of enzymes. So enzyme is act as a catalyst in life. So first we will see what are the requirement for the enzymes. Why enzymes are required in life. There are two fundamental conditions for life. First is organism must be able to self-replicate. Means organism must produce the cells so that it can heal the wound and then it can able to reproduce. Then second, it must be able to catalyze the chemical reaction efficiently and selectively in the body. The central importance of catalysis is easy to demonstrate. For example, consider conversion of sucrose to carbon dioxide and water in presence of oxygen. It releases the free energy. So when anyone will take the sucrose or glucose, for example, and in body it will get metabolized to produce carbon dioxide and water in the presence of oxygen and release the energy. That energy is used for the body reactions. Okay, if same sucrose or glucose, if you keep in a bag in any shell for a year, there will be no conversion of that sugar to carbon dioxide and water. The difference is catalysis. In body, it is immediately get converted into carbon dioxide and water, whereas in sugar bag, it will require number of years to convert CO2 and H2O. So this is due to catalysis. Without catalysis, chemical reactions such as sucrose oxidation could not occur on useful time scale and life will not sustain if energy will not release. The reaction which molecule which converts the sugar into water and carbon dioxide plus energy, that reaction is catalyzed by enzymes. So the enzymes are most remarkable and a highly specialized protein. These enzymes are nothing but specialized protein. Enzymes have extraordinary catalytic power, means to convert the one substrate into another. They have high degree of specificity for their substrate, means they will recognize only their substrate, not other substrate. They accelerate the chemical reaction tremendously, means they increase the speed of reaction tremendously so that reaction should complete within a limited time. They function in aqueous solution under very mild condition of temperature and pH, means it will take place at room temperature or body temperature and pH which is compatible to human life. Therefore, enzymes are central to every biochemical process. It is also said that in the history, whatever the discovery or research taken place in biochemistry is nothing but the study or research on enzymes. The biological catalysis means the catalytic reaction takes place in body in any organism was first described in 1700th century. It is done by how the digestion of meat is takes place in the stomach of any animal by secretion which are taking from stomach. In 1850, Louis Pasteur concluded that fermentation of sugar into alcohol is done by yeast and the reaction is catalyzed by ferments, means Louis Pasteur said that ferments are released or ferments are present in yeast, they convert the sugar into alcohol. Then again he said that these ferments cannot be separated from living yeast cell. and it is called vitalism. Then in next step, so again scientists done the research and they found out again new discoveries that takes place. The Berzelius coined the term catalysis, which convert the sugar into alcohol by that ferments. But in 1897, Edward Buckner discovered that yeast extract ferment, which converts sugar to alcohol, can be separable. Means discovered that yeast extract can be separated. Then Frederick Kuhne gave the name enzyme to the molecule detected by Buckner. Means whatever the extract called ferments separated by Edward Buckner from yeast, which responsible for the catalyst, Kuhne given the name enzymes. Then in further development, isolation and crystallization of that of urease enzyme by James Sumner in 1926 was done, and from here number of enzymes separation and crystallization were started. So before going through what is meant by function of enzyme and how enzymes are work, first we will define what is meant by enzymes. So enzymes define as a biocatalyst synthesized by living cell. They are synthesized by living cell, that's why it is called biocatalyst. They are protein in nature except ribozyme, which are RNA in nature. They are colloidal, thermolabile and specific in their function. Then catalyst is the substance increase the velocity or rate of chemical reaction without itself undergoing any change in overall process. So enzyme act as a catalyst. And then what is meant by catalyst? So catalysts are the substance which increase the rate of reaction without utilizing itself. Means after completion of reaction they will be present as it is. Now what is the, again we see the importance of enzyme. In laboratory, if you hydrolyze the protein by strong acid at 100 degrees Celsius, it will take at least couple of days to completely hydrolyze the protein into amino acids. But when human being or animal takes same protein in diet, the enzymes present in gastrointestinal tract, they digest within a couple of hours at only 37 degrees Celsius. The chemical reaction taking place in living system is exclusively due to enzymes. Then we see the nomenclature of enzyme, how enzymes nomenclature is given. In early days, enzymes names were given in arbitrary manner. Means whatever the scientists want, he will give the name, that name to particular enzyme, like pepsin, trypsin and chymotrypsin. But this name does not convey any information about the function of that enzyme. Means what is the function of that enzyme. Sometimes suffix ase was added to the substrate for naming the enzymes. For example, lipase acts on the lipids. Means if any scientist found out that particular enzyme which act on lipids, so it given just the added ase in front of that lipid and given the name lipase. Similarly, enzyme act on nucleic acid nuclease and lactase act on lactose. They also the ase added lipid enzyme's name also called trivial name of that enzyme, which however fail to complete information of enzyme reaction. The enzymes are broadly categorized into two categories. First is intracellular enzymes. These enzymes are active within a cell, inside the cell where they synthesize. And next is extracellular enzyme. Means this enzyme will be synthesized inside the cell, then they will come outside the cell where they will perform their function. In this class, all the digestive enzyme will come under. The International Union of Biochemistry devised some basic principle for the classification and nomenclature of enzyme. and this union divided enzyme into 6 major classes. Each class of enzyme represent the general type of reaction which is brought by class of that enzyme. So there are first group is oxidoreductase. So the enzyme which come under this group involved in oxidation reduction reaction. Then second group of enzyme is transferase. The enzyme in this group involved in transfer of functional group from one molecule to another molecule or from one place to another. Then third group is hydrolases. In this group enzymes are involved in hydrolysis of various compounds. Then lysis. The enzyme involved in addition or removal of water, ammonia or CO2 in molecule. Then fifth class is isomerase, which involved in the isomerization of molecule. And sixth one is ligase, the enzyme which involved in catalyzing the synthetic reaction where two molecules join together with the help of ATP. So total there are 6 classes. In short, you can remember it as a OTH lil, the initial letter of each class of enzyme. Now we will see their function in short. First is oxidoreductase. So oxidoreductase, the reaction is catalyzes transfer of hydrogen and oxygen atom or electron from one substrate to another. Example, dehydrogenase enzyme and oxidase enzyme. Next class is transferase. They are involved in transfer of specific group. For example, phosphate group of methyl group from one substrate to another substrate. For example, transaminase, which involved in transfer of amino group. And next is kinases, which involved in transfer of phosphate group. Then third class is hydrolases, which are responsible for the hydrolysis of substrate. For example, esterase and digestive enzymes. Fourth ones are isomerase, which responsible for the change of the molecular form of that substrate. For example, phosphohexose isomerase and fumarase. Fifth one is lysase, which is responsible for the non-hydrolytic removal of group or addition of group to substrate. For example, decarboxylase and aldolase. And sixth one is ligases, also called synthetase, responsible for the joining of two molecules by the formation of new bond. For example, citric acid synthase. Then properties of enzymes. So all the enzymes are invariably protein in nature except few RNA molecule which called ribozyme. Each enzyme has its own tertiary structure, means having its specific three-dimensional structure and conformation. And this three-dimensional structure and conformation is very essential for its catalytic activity. The three-dimensional structure of protein which fully functional is known as holoenzyme. The functional unit of enzyme is known as holoenzyme. The holoenzyme is made up of apoenzyme, means protein part of that enzyme, along with coenzymes, which is mostly non-protein organic part. Sometimes term prosthetic group is used in place of coenzyme if non-protein molecule is covalently bound with the apoenzyme, whereas coenzyme are bound with weak forces or non-covalent bonds. The coenzyme can be separated from apoenzyme by dialysis, whereas prosthetic group cannot be separated from apoenzyme by dialysis. So this is the difference between coenzyme and prosthetic group. So here this is the whole complete assembly is called holoenzymes, which is functionally active. So it is tertiary structure of protein part called apoenzyme. Then coenzyme, which is non-protein organic material which is loosely bound to the apoenzyme, and cofactor, which is metallic in nature like magnesium, zinc, which are required for the particular action. These three cofactor, coenzyme and apoenzyme, this all make the catalytic site, which is responsible for the conversion of substrate into product. Then again, enzyme exists in multiple form. For example, monomeric enzyme. The enzyme which is made up of single polypeptide called monomeric enzyme. For example, ribonuclease and trypsin. Then some enzyme are made up of more than one polypeptide. That one polypeptide is also termed as a subunit called oligomeric enzyme. For example, lactate dehydrogenase and aspartate transcarbamylase. This enzyme made up of more than one protein or one polypeptide. Then multi-enzyme complexes. The multi-enzyme complexes possesses the specific site to catalyze the different reaction in sequence. Means multi-enzyme complex possesses the number of active site. If there are 4 active site, so at the substrate will bind at the first site, will convert into product, but that product will be the substrate for second site. Then again that product will be converted into another product. That product will again be the substrate for third site, and goes on like this. Only intact multi-enzyme complex is functionally active and not the individual unit. Means the multifunctional enzyme which made up of number of protein or consist of number of active site. If they are intact, then only it will be act. If there is if single site will not function, whole enzyme will not be function. For example, pyruvate dehydrogenase and fatty acid synthase, that we will see in respective topics. What is meant by multi-enzyme complex, how they work. The enzyme exhibits all the properties of protein, like denaturation, van der Waal interaction, then precipitation, like all the reactions. The recent advances in biotechnology made it possible to modify the enzyme with desirable character. Means in recent advances we can modify the enzyme with whatever the changes we required. It improves the catalytic ability of that enzyme under unusual condition. This approach increased the enzyme used in medicine, diagnostic and industry. For example, hybrid enzyme. The hybrid enzyme is made up by rearrangement of gene that can produce the fusion protein. Means if you rearrange the 2 or more gene and we can produce the fusion protein, which contain the different protein, which can be used in diagnostic. For example, hybrid of glucanase and cellulase. These enzymes are more efficiently hydrolyze the barley beta-glucans. In beer manufacturing company, they are mostly used this hybrid enzyme glucanase and cellulase for the effective hydrolysis of barley beta-glucan. Then again we can do site directed mutagenesis in that protein to produce enzyme with different nucleotide. If there is a different nucleotide, then it will be a different amino acid. If there is a different amino acid, it will produce some different qualities in that enzyme. So the site directed mutagenesis is used to produce specific mutation at predetermined position in DNA molecule, which result in the incorporation of desired amino acid in place of the specific amino acid in enzyme. And it is possible to produce new enzyme with desirable characteristics. For example, tissue plasminogen activator, which is used to lyse the blood clot in natural body. Okay, but if you made some mutation and replace the asparagine by glutamine at position 120 in tissue plasminogen enzyme, it will be more active and it will be stable for a long time. Then similarly we can also produce AbZyme or catalytic antibodies, the antibodies which function as a enzymes. Next is coenzymes. Coenzymes are already we discussed in short. Now we will see what are coenzyme in detail. As we said previously, the protein part of enzyme as its own is not always sufficient to bring the catalytic activity. So many enzymes require non-protein additional factor called cofactor or coenzyme for catalysis. This cofactor may be organic in nature or inorganic in nature. Non-protein, organic, low molecular weight and dialysable substance associated with enzyme called coenzyme, whereas inorganic material or molecule is which bind covalently with the protein part or apoenzyme called cofactor or prosthetic group. We discussed already cofactors. These are metallic in nature, coenzyme which are non-protein but organic in nature and low molecular weight molecule bind with apoenzyme and they form the catalytic site of enzyme. Sometimes term activator is referred to inorganic cofactor like calcium, magnesium, manganese which are necessary to enhance the enzyme activity. Coenzymes are often regarded as a second substrate or co-substrate, and this coenzyme have affinity with enzyme comparable to the substrate. Means this coenzyme have a same affinity to enzyme, the same affinity which shown enzyme for the substrate. Coenzyme undergo alteration during the enzymatic reaction like enzymes, but later they are regenerated while substrate is converted to products. Means apoenzyme and coenzyme, they undergo alteration but they regenerate at the end of reaction, whereas substrate is converted into product. Coenzymes participate in various reactions. They involve in transfer of atom or group like hydrogen, aldehyde, ketone, amino, acyl, methyl, carbon dioxide, etc. The coenzyme play decisive role in enzyme function. Then isoenzyme. So what is meant by isoenzyme? The multiple form of same enzyme which can help in the regulation of enzyme activity. So multiple form of same enzyme which catalyze the same reaction, but that enzyme will be found in different tissues in the same animal. Okay, so many of the isoenzymes are tissue specific. Isoenzymes of given enzyme catalyze the same reaction but in different tissue. They differ in affinity, velocity or both. Means they will show less or more affinity for the particular substrate and the rate of reaction may be varies. For the example of isoenzymes is 5 isoenzyme of LDH and creatine phosphokinase, 3 isoenzyme of creatine phosphokinase present in body. Then active site. The active site at which is consist of catalytic site and enzyme binding site. Okay, so this active site is the place where actually substrate is bind to the enzyme and converted into product. These active sites are present in enzymes. The enzymes are big in size as compared to substrate, which are very smaller as compared to enzyme. The small portion of huge enzyme molecule is directly involved in the substrate binding and catalysis of that substrate into product. The active site or active center in enzyme represent the small region at which substrate bind and participate in catalysis. Then the silent feature of active site. The existence of active site is due to the tertiary structure of protein. So active site present only when that protein is in three-dimensional structure. The active site is made up of amino acid which are far from each other in linear sequence. But when it forms the three-dimensional structure, these amino acid come closer to each other and form the active site. These active sites are regarded as a cleft or crevices or packets occupying the small region in big enzyme molecule. These active sites are not rigid in structure and shape, rather they are flexible so that they promote the specific binding with substrate. Active site possesses the substrate binding site and catalytic site. In substrate binding site, substrate will bind, and catalytic site for the conversion of the substrate to particular specific product. Then coenzyme or cofactor on which some enzyme depend are present at the catalytic site, not on the substrate binding site. Substrate bind at the active site by weak non-covalent bond. Then enzymes are specific in their function due to existence of active site, because only specific substrate only bind to that active site because of specific nature of that active site. The commonly found amino acid at the active sites are serine, aspartate, histidine, cysteine, lysine, arginine, glutamate, tyrosine, etc. Among these, serine is most frequently found in the active site. The substrate bind to the enzyme at the active site, at substrate binding site. Then catalytic site convert that substrate into product which release after catalysis, and enzyme is again available for reuse to convert more substrate into product. Here we will see this is the three-dimensional structure of enzyme. It was the active site. So that substrate will come, and when it will bind, it produce the changes, some changes in enzymes to produce complementary structure to that of substrate. Now it will form enzyme substrate complex. Okay. Then at catalytic site, the enzymes will convert this substrate into product. Then this product will be released. Again, this enzyme will be present at it is. Again, next rate of reaction will take place. Again, substrate will bind. It will form a substrate enzyme complex. Then that substrate enzyme complex is converted into enzyme product complex, in which enzymes convert substrate into product, and then products will be released.